The North Koreans have better conditions than the Russians on the battlefield. They have better ammunition and a more lenient attitude. The Russian dictator was probably forced to accept such conditions. A representative of the international intelligence community, InformNapalm of Ukraine, Mikhail Makaruk, suggested on air at Channel 24 that when Kim Jong-un sent troops to fight on the side of Russia against Ukraine, the conditions of service of the North Koreans were spelled out in the relevant agreement. Vladimir Putin is forced to treat them well in order not to quarrel with the Korean friend and continue to attract new Koreans to the war against Ukraine. Apparently, the Russians were given a direct order by their political leaders on how to work with the Koreans, how to protect them, and why it is worth doing, because several rotations may take place. And they will say that our people were treated so badly, and Kim Jong-un will say, "I will not give you any more people from now on," said Mikhail Makaruk. He added that when the North Koreans came to fight, the Russians divided them into platoons, assigned them commanders, gave them equipment, weapons and ammunition. The Russians did not brief the DPRK troops in detail. Makaruk says that when it became known that the North Koreans would join the Russian troops, many joked about their inability to fight. They used to say, when the North Koreans come, we'll kill them in droves. They don't know how to fight, so we'll kill them in droves. But that also drains our resources, Makaruk added. He explained that they also waste ammunition, which is in short supply, using drones and dropping shells on them. Makaruk believes that North Korea is interested in this war. It receives goodies from Russia in the form of technology and military equipment. Technologies in particular, nuclear submarine construction, satellite launching and technology transfer from the creation of modern ballistic missiles for North Korea, as well as a number of other technologies. They also train the military, which can become a powerful backbone for future wars. They are overtaking them, Makaruk explained. He is convinced that in the future, North Korea will undergo certain modernizations to meet the realities of modern warfare, and he said that European countries have not done this yet. According to Makaruk, North Koreans have been ideologically processed. They have been driven into their heads that fighting on the side of Russia against Ukraine is, as it were, the highest measure of the state's trust in them.
An Italian journalist detained in Iran for 3 weeks returned home to Rome on Thursday after her fate became entwined with that of an Iranian engineer arrested in Italy and wanted by the United States. A plane carrying Cecilia Sala landed at Rome's Ciampino airport hours earlier, where Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni was on hand to welcome her, alongside Sala's family members. Sala, who lives in Rome, went home in a car with her parents immediately after leaving the airport. "I want to thank everyone, the government and everyone who helped me out," said Sala from inside the car, surrounded by journalists as she was arriving home. Sala's release marked a major diplomatic and political victory for Meloni, whose recent visit to U.S. President-elect Donald Trump at his Mar-a-Lago retreat greatly enhanced her stature internationally at a time when Italy was negotiating Sala's release. Italian commentators had speculated that Iran detained had held Sala as a bargaining chip to ensure the release in Italy of Mohammed Abdini, who was arrested by Italian authorities at Milan's Malpensa airport 3 days before, on December 16, on a U.S. warrant. The U.S. Justice Department has accused Abdini and another Iranian of supplying the drone technology to Iran that was used in a January 2024 attack on a U.S. outpost in Jordan that killed 3 American troops. Abdini remains in detention in Italy but has asked a Milan court to grant him house arrest pending an extradition hearing.
Piano, piano.